Hey, this is George.
Hey, this is Frage.
This is Real Talk with George and Fraser.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing good,
Friday?
man. Friday, we
Friday looking good, right?
had an awesome show yesterday with Marcus Benjamin, a journalist, hungry brother down in Florida, looking to do a lot of positive things. Look to have him back on so we can talk to him more about his players and some of the athletes that he wants to showcase. But
Definitely. I reached out to him today to talk about she want to do a special segment with him and the players and stuff and get them highlighted better. So help us help them, So we'll
absolutely,
try to come for that. Definitely
that'll be
something in
awesome.
the future. That'd be nice, right? Some
Yeah.
young kids are here.
But we also have a special show today. We have
Oh
Cyn
yeah.
Carter
Most
coming
definitely.
on. She's a social media coach. She's a social media influencer, and I know a lot of people get fatigued when they say influencer because they don't know what that particular person is influencing. So we're going to have the opportunity really to speak to her and talk to her about her platform and how she got involved and what her cause is. So I'm looking forward to talking to her because anything with social media now, being an author, I finally realized that without a social media presence, you really don't have anything,
Is that
you know,
true? You're right.
and I regret not getting involved earlier, me being an old head, but, you know, I'm here now. So it's definitely all good.
Exactly. I was saying the same thing. Like, I just got into social media. I was like dreading social media. Like, me and social media wasn't friends. I mean, you hear so much negative stuff so much, so it kind of deter you from going on as much. But then now you see so much positive going on now. You're like, oh man, I gotta get on now. And now you feel like you're old and like, geez, I feel old now. You go Instagram again.
Yeah. Well, I've
I'll
never
do
had an
MySpace
Instagram.
around. Come on, MySpace. You want MySpace?
Yeah, I had a MySpace. I'm not
Hey,
even going to
MySpace
front.
chat was a
Not
bomb.
even going to front. But with social media, the thing is, it's so much, it's noise. So you have to really set yourself aside from everything. That's what I'm learning every day. This is you, this is what you're about, this is how you want to use your platform to do that. And I think a lot of people that understand that really, and most importantly, can use their social media platform to affect change, those will be the ones that'll be better off. The ones that just use social media to create noise, those are the ones that basically will go away. Because everything, phrase, is coming to the internet.
Exactly.
Everything. Okay.
Exactly.
All the major media companies, okay, they all have an internet presence now. Disney Plus, Hulu, you name it, Peacock, you name it. Everybody's online. All right. I just saw something 2 days ago that 25% of people will be dropping their cable subscriptions, you know, in the next 2 or 3 months. So now you're looking at cord cutters now that really are representing 30, 40% of the viewership. And so now TV and news media and these big media conglomerates got to meet the people where they are. And so that's
Exactly.
where the streaming platforms come in. I mean, that's where Netflix is really killing them right now. You
Oh
know,
yeah, Netflix killing them. You're looking at a lot of apps now that's coming up. They're killing them with the movie apps that coming up. CBS got their own app, so
yeah,
you don't have to go and
everybody,
watch it.
everybody has their own.
CBS got their own
You know,
app, so you don't have to really log on the cable to really watch it anymore like it used to. So I mean, they say like internet now streaming is not where it's at. I mean, movies and everything. I'm looking at even some movie networks, Paramount, and they don't think about actually taking away from the movie theaters now and just actually streaming on live and charge people a certain amount of money just to watch it. Because I think Disney was doing something where I think Milan, someone was watching it with $30 to stream it and watch it live, to watch it on TV. $30 for the family package, stuff like that, where you can watch it like that. I mean, you got to
yeah.
start going more toward that way now. And I think they also were thinking about releasing some movies, a test run in
Well,
that.
they have to. Wonder Woman is going straight to, I think, video streaming. So is Mulan. If you remember that huge
Exactly.
uproar that they had with it, that Chinese film or Chinese American film, if you want to call it that, went straight to video while Wonder Woman was actually going to go into the movies. Then they had to change their heart when they started seeing the uproar and was like, okay, we'll just send those directly to the streaming platforms. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Which is good. Look, you got to meet people where they are. Until we have a definitive response to COVID, and that's just not wearing a mask, that's a viable vaccine that works. This is what we're into. This is what this economy is going to be, you know, and nobody's going to put themselves at risk or their family members at risk if you're smart to go watch a movie. So
Exactly.
everything now is home based. And even with business, if you don't have a online platform where you have enough bandwidth, internet connection, everything to keep your business going online, where your employees are productive, you will not be in business. Like I said
That is
before.
true. I
Yeah.
mean, look at Sears. I mean, Sears catalog was the top of thing on there is, but it never took it online.
Yep.
If they would took that catalog online, Sears would be right here right now. Sears would literally probably be one of the highest gross next to Amazon.
Well, that was just it. Amazon looked at the huge deficits of what was happening. They looked over the bridge. They looked into the looking glass and said, this is where everything is going. And look, outside of 20 years, Amazon came. Everybody thought, believe it or not, everybody thought Amazon was going to fail. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because they were just like, well, we have FedEx, we have UPS. Who is this company that's coming in and just shipping products? But what they didn't know was FedEx and UPS weren't serving the smaller businesses to get the product to them, packaging and shipping them. You see
Exactly.
what I mean? And took off like wildfire. Took
Exactly.
off
This
like
thing
wildfire.
they're a
You know?
blockbuster. Nobody said, "Oh, who want to rent video? Who want to rent DVDs? And who want to do it?" Look what happened. It was one of the top things for like how many years
Yeah.
to access to Netflix and what
Well,
other? There's another one. Music box. I think thought it was that movies. You can order movies and watch DVDs at home, so you have to go there and rent them. Then Redbox came out, which people thought Redbox would fail. I was one of the ones could have got invested in Redbox. I said, "No, I ain't gonna kick off. Nobody want to rent from a little box inside. Who knows? They might steal it from me. I'm gonna lose the inventory. I mean, there's so much stuff went to why he didn't do it. And look at it now.
yeah.
I'm the one doing it like this. Really?
Well,
I
yeah.
just did it.
Well, the thing too is the fact that I keep telling my son, with the invention of the internet, you see, he doesn't even remember phrase that there was dial-up, things like net
You know,
zero. Okay, he doesn't understand that.
oh,
Okay, when I say dial-up, he goes looks at me and goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You had a computer modem that dialed the internet, and it would make the phone call. You would hear it, bing, oh, and then it would
exactly.
connect." And I said, "What you had was 54 gigabits going out, and that was the internet." As they started changing changing the foundation and infrastructure, and they went from that to, remember, they went to cable.
Cable, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you had what, 1 megabyte up, one megabyte
Exactly.
down. You thought you was on, you was through the roof, because
Exactly.
now with cable you could download stuff, and you're not sitting there for 12 hours waiting for it to download. You can get
Especially,
something. You know what I mean?
oh, don't
And
forget
I said,
AOL. Hello, you got mail.
yeah, absolutely. So he doesn't understand that.
No,
Every now and then, man, I got to break out the old smart beat pager and be like, this is how we used to communicate. You know, now you can watch movies on your phone. Craziness.
it's crazy. And it's getting more and more advanced now. Pretty soon, everybody gonna be video chatting. Nobody really gonna be talking on the phone anymore. Everyone's gonna be face to face video chatting now. Like I think Microsoft came over with a thing a couple years ago where you can video chat. It didn't kick off because none of people had a device. None of people was into video chatting and stuff. Now that we're going more into that direction, now that we relaunch it, oh, it's gonna be a hit. It could be a hit because
Well,
everybody.
everything. And they're going to have to compete with everything else. You notice during this pandemic, uh, the biggest company and the biggest winner was Zoom. Remember?
Exactly.
Google just came out with Google Meets and that platform probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago. You see what I mean? So Zoom was killing it. Everybody was on Zoom.
Yeah.
And Zoom went from costing money to being free. You see what I mean? To accommodate everybody that was on Zoom. So yeah, streaming and everything else is going to be here. Social media is going to be here. And if you're
Exactly.
not a part of that conversation, you're not winning. I apologize. I just got that.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for it.
I guess she's having a little problem getting on. She just text me tonight. She's having a little problem getting on.
Okay. We'll wait. So what else is going on in the news? Have you been paying attention to any of the political debates? I know
I'll be honest. I see a few of them, and I don't know. It's like it made me think, why I'm independent, because some of they're not talking about views, anything, or any policies they're going to enforce. Or they mostly talking about who did what, why my email got on leaked this way, why you keep going there. I don't care about your emails. I don't care about none of that stuff. What are you gonna do to fix the economy where we're at now? What are you gonna do about COVID-19? What your plan is, the game plan initially to how to contain it, or at least eventually a couple of years or not years to get rid of it, COVID-19, like we did measles and your pop stuff like that. That's the only your game plan. They're not talking about the game plan, what they're gonna do or how they're gonna implement this. They're not. So I'm really focused on the Senate and the Congress and the House. I'm focused on those elections coming up because those to me are more important, a little bit important, but it's being overlooked by the president's election because whoever you put in the Senate and the House is going to help whoever win get the policy done. So I think that's what you look at focus also too. And when we talked yesterday about the Congress, the governors, all that stuff. Those are important elections coming also too that we overlooking. Because we all focus on the election.
Whenever you have a presidential election, that sucks all the energy out and that sucks all the oxygen out of the room for anything else that you want to do. But, the problem with politics is the politics has become so divisive that you can't get anything done, nothing done whatsoever. And, national politics have moved from us as a people to me and you, us and them, their fault, your fault. And the people that really get caught in the middle are us, the people that have to sit there while you sit there and hash it out, your fault and our fault. We should be actually doing this together, But what people have to realize too is politics is about power. Think about it. You're the ruling party that's in, so you're the one that sets all the policy. You're the ones that have people coming to you, giving you money and lobbying, so forth and so on. And I think, honestly, as an independent, that's one of the problems with our national politics. We need to have term limits. You can't tell me that you have people that are professional politicians, okay, that haven't done anything else in their life but be a politician. And those are the only people that are smart enough to govern, okay?
Exactly.
I think, everybody talks about the honor it is to be a public servant and how how to serve. Well, if you really want to serve, hey, do your time like everybody else and get out. Okay, it's time for new minds. It's time for new thinkings because you think about it, an ideal is not specific to anybody. You see what I mean? Uh,
Exactly.
I was telling my son this the other day when I asked him. I said, "So who's Albert Einstein?" He was like, "Oh, he was an American uh, scientist." I said, first and foremost, he wasn't an American scientist. Albert Einstein was a German scientist, okay, who came to help the Americans.
Exactly.
That's the one misconception and misnomer that everybody thinks. He was an American. We take him as American, but he
Yeah.
wasn't. He was German. And I said, the reason why I'm telling you that is because good ideals are good ideals. Good ideals don't belong to Democrats. Good ideals don't belong to Republicans. Good ideals don't belong to white people. Good ideals don't belong to black people. Good ideals are good ideals. And if you have a good ideal that fits the problem that you are trying to solve, do it. See what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, everything that people feel believes like America was built on like immigrants. Because if you think about all the influences, wasn't from here. It was some influences here, but it was all what at one point came to America. Either immigrated in whatever reason what happened, whatever the reason cause of it. But it's contributed.
Yeah.
And that's why I
I
think
mean,
it's
you think about it.
great.
Absolutely. You think about it. It's the fact, and I believe this, it's the fact that we have this conglomerate in place that we can share ideals and share things that makes us so good. It makes us who we are, you know. And, I think our
Yeah.
national politics, we have to get back to that. Go ahead. What'd she say?
Oh, she's calling right now, so hold on. Hey, hold on.
Sure.
Hello?
I'm in trouble. So, like, you see the screenshot I sent you? Like, what should I?
All right. I guess she's used to the platform, you know, and she can't figure it out. I do apologize for this, but we will get her on and we will make sure that she can log on to the back door to get her in for this interview. How's she doing, Fraze? Give me a thumbs up if she's ready. All right. It looks like everything's looking.
No problem.
You really don't know. Don't mind me. I'm over here like.
Let me know, Fraze. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Oh, this is too funny.
Keep it real.
I got you. You ready to go?
Let me do it. Make sure. Hold on.
Okay.
You sound crazy.
All
You
right.
ready to come in. You ready to see in a few minutes, so let me come in.
When you come into the dashboard, we'll see you.
You're doing it through a phone, so technology.
Well, that's just it too. If you're not,
Okay. We're live right now, so
you'll definitely be able to figure it out.
so we'll see you pop up though. When you pop up, you'll see at the bottom. So you get in.
It's definitely funny. I mean, think about it. You do everything on your phone, so it's definitely a new experience. Definitely a new experience.
It's her first time. Can you imagine? It's the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's check your camera. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
You take equipment.
Enter without maker cam.
Yeah, just it basically let you what camera you use.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, keep going.
There we go. As I see popped up.
Yeah, but that's
device is not connected.
her device is not connected. She has to connect her microphone and her camera.
Oh, did you connect the microphone and camera to it?
I'm done.
Yeah, access to it so he can see you
And hear you.
and hear you.
Excellent.
Oh no, we get you. You almost there. You almost
It says
there.
your browser connects with your device.
Oh, you doing through Google Chrome or what you doing?
I'm going into Safari. Hold on, let me close all these apps that I have.
Yeah. You might have to go into what's it called that. He's fixing the problem now. She's coming
All right. Yeah, this is live, folks. You can't make this up.
No,
Keep it going.
that's part of being live. You ain't gotta block it up to now. Hey, there she goes. She popped up. Look, there she goes.
Oh, look.
There you are.
Hey, how are you?
Hi guys,
Welcome.
I'm so sorry. I'm over here like.
Well, welcome to Real Talk. It's a
Thank
pleasure to
you.
have you.
No, thank you guys for inviting me. I really a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Absolutely. So, social media influencer, excuse me. What gave you that idea? Now I'm an old head, like old, like Rakim old. So, when I share influencer, I'm just like, So tell me.
Well, to be honest, what got me into this is more like motivate people in the positive way. To be
Nice.
honest, like that's what really got me into this whole thing because I feel like there's so much negativity out here that sometimes we need somebody positive there, like, hey, things are gonna be all right. Like,
Nice.
things happen.
Nice. Absolutely. So you're using your platform for positivity. Like what type of motivation? Is it peer-to-peer motivation? Is it I don't know, brand motivation? What really drives you?
To be honest, how I started this whole thing is because I used to suffer from acne problems, and that took a toll in my life. To be honest, for like good 2 years, I was really depressed. I sometimes, to be honest, I didn't even want to like be around people. I used to make excuses. It's real. Like acne is real. And for some people out there, have perfect skin. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like once you have acne, like real acne, like you really like it takes a toll on you. Like that's your face. That's like how people view you. Like so that's what got me into this, to be honest. And then I started the wellness basically business. I started detoxing my body. That's how it all started, because I used to spend a lot of money in products on my face, like $300 worth of products every month, $180 facials every 2 3 weeks. Like you name it, I did it for the whole month and nothing worked. And it was because my inside was so horrible. Like I needed a detox, and I started detoxing with my products, and it really helped me clear my skin, and it also helped me lose weight. I lost 10 pounds in 1 month, and I was like, whoa. Like I was like, my skin, it was like so clear up. Like I was just like, wow. Like I was like, yeah, this is it.
Well, I can understand that, being a health and fitness myself. I'm just not a business entrepreneur. I understand that, basically you are what you eat. I've been
Yeah.
training and working out now for more than 30 years. And I even wrote a book about supplements. Not to pitch the book, but I'm just saying that I understand the need. Like you said, you have to detox. One of the things I actually do with a lot of my clients before I train them is I
Hmm.
put them on a fast. So you'll do like a liquid fast with vegetables and protein. And I'm doing that specifically to see how their body's going to respond to that particular fast before we start working out and training. And
Yeah.
so, we use things like pea soup, miso soup. We use
Wow.
vegetables and just a fish and fowl type protein to get into their system for a couple days. So that will be like the fuel and the foundation before we
Mhm.
get to everything else that we have to get to. Because sometimes, like you said, you have to clean that engine out, and your body's really an engine. What you put into it,
Yeah.
it will perform. And if you put poor stuff into it, it just won't perform. So I definitely respect and understand that. So tell me really quick, just to follow up with you about your products. What products do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. So it's this. It's called Lasso Tea. I do the lemon. It has CBD. So if you guys haven't heard, CBD is cannabis basically oil, and it's really like it's really good for you, like in everything, like skin wise, weight loss is like major big thing out here right now. CBD, like everywhere wants, like any product that you have if it has CBD on it, they like sold it. I was like, yes, I want it because it's like major amazing for weight loss. Like I said, like I lost weight, and my skin was getting clear up. I was getting energy. Like I was really like really getting to myself, and I just like love these products.
Okay. Phrase,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So tell me how the product like affects now confidence wise. Do it builds it better, or does it make it like I'm out? Look, I'm good now. It feel me so good.
You're making her
I
blush,
mean,
Phrase.
oh God. So I mean, I feel good. You have to feel good about yourself. Not only that, I'm more like also with God now. I feel like I wasn't with God for a minute because some things happened in my life that made me just that way. But now I'm more with God. I'm more about positivity. Like if you're not around me saying something positive, then I don't need to be around you. Period. Like you don't need to be in my energy and mess that up, because I'm all about positive things.
Okay.
I have to follow up with you. Did you know that CBD was one of the best natural anti-inflammatories out there?
It's true. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yes.
And the reason why I like CBD so much is because what people don't understand is if it's for topical, it's only here. But if you're
True.
taking CBD oil on the inside, everything that
Mhm.
has inflammation that becomes down. That's why it's one of the best anti-inflammatories. What is arthritis? Arthritis is inflammation of the joints. You
Okay.
know
Mhm.
what is
Exactly.
high cholesterol? High cholesterol is the clogging, which causes the inflammation of the artery. So
Mhm.
everything around that is inflammation. Even stomach problems. What are stomach problems? If you can't digest, it's inflammation of the bowels and the intestines. So
True.
CBD oil really does a lot that people haven't paid attention to. And the reason why I feel like they don't really want to study it is because they knew all the benefits of it. It would take away a lot of the farm products that are out there that don't work. So you're
Right.
shaking your head because you know your body can't process anything synthetic. It can only process things that are natural.
Exactly. That thing happened to me too when I was training. I was playing ball, and they was to give me all this stuff. Try this, try this, try that. I wasn't doing nothing no better. I was slower, getting slower and fatter.
Yeah,
I was, hey, it ain't working for me.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I
Absolutely.
started looking more in the body and actually thinking about what's going in my body and how to train my body better.
Mhm.
And they say teas, like different type of stuff. I didn't detox a lot. I'm not. I'm one of the people. I didn't detox a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? I can't lose weight like that. So, but I mean, it shows now that as I got older, that it shows the importance of it.
Yeah.
The like you said, everybody say a whole lot of protein, less carbs, but nobody talks about hello, what's inside you.
Yeah.
You own protein and carbs, and you not detoxing or cleaning your body out. You just build on a bad engine. Go back.
Literally, it's crazy, and then that's why so many times I feel like we feel fatigued, we feel tired, like we be crashing. Some people be crashing at 12 at noon, and it's just like you shouldn't be. You should have energy all day, like especially if somebody slept 8 or like 10 hours and they used to wake up and be like they're tired. You need to detox because
Exactly.
you should not be tired.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. What people don't understand, the biggest organ in your body is not your heart, it's your skin. Okay.
Yeah.
Your skin weighs about 25 pounds at minimum.
That's
Okay. And it
crazy.
does a lot of stuff from pulling out all the impurities to thermal energy to everything else that it does. So it takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Sen, real quick,
Mhm.
um, your clients, do people reach out to you when they hear your story, or do you actively source clients, for your business and your promotion and your influence and your brand and everything?
I mean, to be honest, I do both because I go reach out to people out in the streets. I have samples that I give to people. It's like a 2 day sample, so it's like a little booklet. Let me see here if I have it
Come on, give
one.
us the promos.
Okay.
Give
Okay.
us the goodies.
You see that? She come prepared. Look at this.
Yeah, man, I like that. Not mad at her.
We
Nice,
have samples like this. So
nice.
this is the CBD raspberry tea. And it comes 2 packets in here, and it says everything that you have to do, the directions and everything. And then yeah, so I just give people samples of this and let them try it. And these products are amazing. Everything in this whole line like is amazing for you, like literally. Like we have our famous energy that gives you energy, and not only gives you energy, but all you helps you burn 300 up to 600 calories a day just by one pill, and then you'll be like going the whole day. It's like our happy pill, that's how we call it, and it's all natural.
Nice.
Hmm.
You got a pill and you got the drink. Okay. So let me ask you a question. What is say a person, older person, who's probably having like little other health issues that occur that way? Would you suggest your tea for them, or what would you suggest for them if you have,
Well,
you know?
right, I mean, to be honest, in general, I will suggest detox, because if you haven't detox at all, you need to detox. Like I detox 7 days straight. 7 days straight I detox. Like I take this morning and night. And no lie, the first 1 or 2 months is gonna be a little hard for you. Like mainly like sometimes you'll get cramps.
Mm.
And it's because you had all that stored inside you for so long that now if your body's getting rid of it, it's gonna like it's gonna like have like some kind of cramping and stuff like that. But it helps that you also just drink water, like a lot of water, so it can help the whole process better. But yeah, the first 2 months is really a bit like rough, but after that, like you just like it's normal to you. Like it's not even like you don't. There's no pain or anything because you either like probably poop like how you should. Like after
Yeah.
you eat, you should go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And some people don't. Some people don't use the bathroom up to 2 3 days, and that's really bad.
Yeah, you hit that right on the head. If you're not having regular bowel movements, I hate to take the show this way, but you have to think about it this way. The toxicity, okay, and fecal matter, it's not good. So, like you said, if you're not having regular bowel movements, and I mean two, three times a day. You're going 2 or 3 days without having a bowel movement. You have a problem, and you need to speak to a doctor to address that immediately because that's not healthy. You know,
Yeah.
your your toxicity level spikes, tremendously, and that could lead to everything else from blood disease, uh, intestinal disease, you name it. It's there for you if you're not paying attention to those specific
That's
things.
true. I mean, I think people are scared to say that. Some people scared to say, "Oh, excuse me, I'm not using bowel 2,000." Yeah, it's really scared to say that. So that's probably one reason why some people will go longer without going to the doctor to check on that because they're scared. They literally scared to tell the doctor, "Excuse me, Mr. Doctor, I'm having issue with my bowel movements." I mean, it's just some issue you don't really want to address. Like
Yeah, that's true.
you
Until you laid up in the bed and the doctor's like, "Oh, you got like 2 days to live." Then you're like, "Oh, all of a sudden,
oh,
come on,
what?
wait. This is about life. This is about quality of life." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Take
So there's
care.
no,
You know
what I'm saying?
now?
So there's no shame in my game. You know what I mean? Hey, look at here. You know what I mean? So it's definitely all good. Definitely all good. Now, send for your products. Do you develop your products yourself or do you get them from another supplier? Do you have input to your products? How do you know what products to put on the market?
Sure. So no, I get it from another supplier. They provide it to us, and all I do now is just basically promote the product because, like I said, the products are amazing. Everything in this line works, and I like right away. That's what made me, to be honest, join the business because not only we offer you a healthy lifestyle, but you can also get paid having a healthy lifestyle, which is
Right.
big major. Some people are making 5 or 6K a month just with these products, so it's crazy. It's crazy.
How many products do you guys have on your line?
Oh, we have so many. We have so many, to be honest. Like we have up to skincare. I personally use the CBD soap and the charcoal soap on my face. I don't like wearing makeup at all, and I also use um their spray, which is called Rejuve, and it's amazing. It has CBD also. Like I'm just in love with CBD, guys. Like it's just like when I got introduced to the CBD line, I was just like, whoa, like what is this? This is like lifestyle, like changing.
Okay.
Okay. So
And the best part about it is you don't get high.
exactly. That, you know everything gets high back out there.
No, yeah, man. Please. Now
Yeah.
you telling on yourself, Fred. I
Hey,
mean,
I ain't
yeah,
do
yeah. I ain't telling on yourself.
no. Hey, remember I was growing up. They found stuff that make no sense.
That's true.
I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Glue? How you do that? Like,
yeah,
I
it's
just,
true.
it's just
True.
crazy.
It's
When I
true.
was very question though, so now you think it's more of a way of life now, or just something you're doing now to improve your health, or like you say, your skin? So you think it's more a way of life now, or
I can answer that.
I'm
It's a lifestyle change, Freddie.
Yeah,
You just
it's
said
a
it.
lifestyle
It's a
change.
lifestyle
Like
change.
you feel good about yourself, you feel confident, and you're getting like, shoot, you're getting money too. Like life
yeah,
is
right?
really good.
Or getting
How's your
paid.
business change?
Oh, I got that one.
How's your business change? Are you getting up there on the pay scale? I mean, you don't have to tell us any numbers, but since you
Yeah.
started, because your story is a story that is dramatic. You went from this to this, and a lot of people, so gravitate to that. Like in the combat sports, you have fighters that come in and they weigh 100 pounds overweight and they can't compete. Those are inspirational stories to the oh, he dropped. Like we just had Milton on a couple weeks ago. You know,
Exactly.
for his first year, all he did was just train because he was overweight. Dropped 100 pounds, and in his first competition, he became a TBA heavyweight champion. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of stories that make you get up and like the real life Rocky be running and doing all this other stuff because you're like, yo, if he can do it or she can do it, I can do
Exactly.
it. You know what I mean?
I
And
definitely can do it.
so, how are you doing your business? Is your business up, running, jumping?
Oh yes, like it is. Like we're always taking like new people in because like I feel like basically our goal is not besides the money, right? Like of course money is great, but besides that it's like we get to tell people like, look, health is wealth. That's my big big thing, this whole thing. Like health is wealth. You need to take care of your health now. So by the age of like 40, 50, like you're aging. Like you feel things because you're aging, not because you could have avoided now, you know.
Wait a minute. I'm 46. I'll be 47 in February. You said 40 and 50. Like that's old.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
I
hey,
mean,
hey,
like forward, like,
no,
60, 70, like, because things start happening around 40, like 50, like, I'm keeping it, like, seriously, like, keep it 100.
Sure, okay. Richard that on cheap shot, right? Okay.
You notice I ain't said nothing.
Don't kill me.
Hey,
What kind of things do you have? No, it is
Don't kill
true.
me. Don't
It
kill
is
me.
absolutely true. But
that's true though.
like
That's true though.
like
40,
you said,
40 is a big change, life changer. Tell you that right now. Though. From 20s to 30s, then the 40s come in. They don't tell you nothing about the 40s. The 30s you know about.
well, I knew about those when I'm in my 20s. I knew that was gonna happen. So I've been riding that till the wheels
I mean,
come off.
let me ask you guys one thing. Where were you guys when you guys were 30? Where were you guys?
Ooh, me at 30? Let me see. I was doing a lot. I was playing ball at 30. I was still playing. I was still finishing my career as semi-pro. I was doing a lot of other stuff, doing music. I was doing a lot of stuff. At 30, I was more active in my 30s.
I was too. I did my last competition at the World Championships in 2007. I think I was 31, 32. And I got heavily involved in real estate. As a matter of fact, that's how Frazier and I met.
Yeah.
Real estate, in our 30s. But Cyn, I've actually been training since I was 14 years old. So I know that working out is more than just a lifestyle for me. I mean, I live it. I mean, even at 46, I'm still only 220 pounds, which is 5 pounds from my competition weight. I don't go past that, in case I got to smack somebody, Frazier. You know what I'm saying? And then I was joking, fans. Everybody looking, oh, they violent. We got to cut those brothers off. No, I'm kidding. But I knew that because when I took my personal training class, I knew that this is something for you guys to pay attention to. Your ligaments in your joint shrink by 10% every 10 years. That's what causes the problems in your 40s. So if you don't pay attention to it, by the time you get to 25, you're good. But you go, oh, what is this? Why is all this tight? Well, you weren't paying attention to it. Okay, you weren't stretching, you weren't moving, you weren't active enough until you stepped up and heard something. Go, oh, my back or this, that, and the third. No. Like I told you, Frazier, once I learned that, I was on it. I was like, oh, that would never happen to me.
You play football, all you do is break your bones. Okay, you just
right.
You break your own at the same time.
Right, man. I'm driving this thing till the wheels fall off, baby.
Exactly. So I can go from the easy part of it, tell you quick. I used to sprain ankle one week and run the next week. That's how I work my body. My body put my body through a lot at a heavier weight than some people do at a smaller weight. Like at 400 pounds, I was running a 60, 4.7 or 4.6, sometimes even 4.2, depending on how I work out that following week. So in that aspect, when you play ball, you have a tendency to keep weight on more. It works harder to keep it on. You have to stay in the gym. You have to work out more. You do everything. Like you mentioned Michael Strahan. Compared to his football weight, now his retired weight is a big difference. Right. Because as soon as you retire, you got to drop that weight because it becomes a headache. Your joints, but now like you said, George, your joints. Now I go back to your product, you drink tea and stuff to get the body right. Detox more.
Yeah.
Because when you plan, you don't think about detoxing. You don't think about all the extra stuff your body needs because of ball. You need to maintain body mass.
Yeah. You're burning a lot of calories when you're active.
I burn calories like nothing on the field, but versus like off the field, like now, go out and run. Like, really? No, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead and do a thing. I'm almost gonna watch you guys handle that.
Yo, you went from 2 miles to a half a mile, Frazier.
Exactly. Man, I ain't gonna run it. You gonna do it, young buck.
That's funny.
Can't.
I can dig it though. I can dig it.
Right?
I understand it. So
how do you influence younger girls to be more healthy now? To start off younger, being health wise, and make sure they don't help them as they get older. So how you doing towards that aspect?
You just took that question right out of my mouth. I was going to say, how old are you? And you just said, boom.
Great, think alike.
Yeah, man. So,
true. Well, we do have right now a product for vitamins. Basically, even kids can take it, even babies. Even if they're babies, they can take it because it's a multivitamin. It's safety for kids. So and at the same time, it also helps you stay like healthy, basically. Like it's just amazing. It's like an amazing product. It's called Nutriverse. So
So what does that when you say amazing product? Does it boost the immune system? Does it take down the free radicals? You know, what does it do specifically, or you just know that it works?
well, no, precisely, to be honest, it equals up to 10 salads. So like not many people eat 10 salads a day. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of vegetables, right?
That is true. That
Yeah.
is. No way. But I love salads. I love salads. I eat salad without dressings. Old school. Hey, you trying to you do it and you put like a ton of salad dressing, you add about 800 more calories onto what you're trying to get rid of.
That's true. That's true. Salad dressing is your major downfall.
Exactly. They get diet soda to match this bitch low down. You know what I mean? I never understood
I don't
that.
even want to talk, man. You said diet soda? Come on, man.
Hey, there's some people. I know people we get a whole salad and they get a diet soda like they did something so great. I did a lot. I don't like water. I like soda. But
What he say? I want to diet. I want to give me 5 number 2s.
Exactly.
3 number 5. And give me a diet coke.
Exactly. I'm telling you. I mean, one store I was one day working at a movie theater. You gotta come there every weekend. Order 6 hot dogs. Then order 2 nachos. Then order giant large popcorn, extra butter.
Mhm.
Then he goes over to the thing and put jalapeno, mac and cheese. Then he
Not the jalapeno.
what? Then he say, "Can I have a Diet Coke?"
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You got 6 hot dogs and nachos and you still want Diet Coke?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
that ain't helping you at all. It ain't gonna help you.
I'm on a diet, phrase. I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, man.
You see him every time I saw him.
Too funny. Too funny. You know, Cyn, I'm sorry, we like to joke on
It's
this. So look, if
hilarious.
we're not laughing and having fun, we're not doing anything. So
No,
we appreciate you coming and laughing with us. You know
No,
what I
thank
mean?
you.
Absolutely. So, back to you. You know, as far as this week.
So you didn't forget about you.
Yeah. So,
What's up, guys?
to add on to Frazier's question, do young girls approach you and speak to you? I mean, how many young women do you mentor? Do you mind giving us a number, or is it just on a client by client basis? Because having women that have gone through what you've gone through and are willing to share those experiences is really rare. I really don't see that, because what you see is the glamour. You see the A side of social media. Everything is up, everything is party, everything is tossing up, everything is this. But they never show you the B side of depression, loneliness, everything else that goes along with it. You know, like you were saying, with your skin, how you got depressed, how people visually see you. You know, you can put on a lot of makeup and take pictures, and everybody goes, "Oh, that's how that person looks, or that's how they act." They don't see the other side of it. So, do you find a lot of younger ladies coming and approaching you for mentorship and support, or is it just, I don't want to say a fly-by basis. Fly-by is not the right word. They change.
There's a pause.
Did you hear me? Oh, you're thinking.
You're thinking about that one.
No, I mean, to be honest, like there are some people just out there, like they see me like in person. Like right now, I'm not wearing makeup. This is me. This is the real me, and they just see me. They're like, be like, "Oh my God, your skin is like glowing. Like, what are you doing? Like, like it's like, cause like you said, a lot of people are used to seeing the filters, the makeup, and see people in person, and then that's how they be like they catfishing me, because it's like you have all this makeup, you look, your skin looks so perfect, but in person it's like you're crazy. Like,
Exactly.
no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying. So I just feel like a lot of people like lose track of like really like taking care of themselves, and then not themselves, like like viewing the real them. Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
so let's say like from now to then, and whatever you've been through, like, do it help you more get to interact with social wise, like people more talk to people? Are you more sociable now than you was before, or like?
I mean, yes, to be honest, because like I said, I didn't even want to like go out. Like I wanted to just stay home. I wanted at times, to be honest, I wanted to sleep forever and not wake up. Like it was bad. It was bad, guys. So
Oh,
so it was just like, yeah, it was really bad. Like I said, it takes a toll on you, and some people out there like really like they'd be like, oh, just put some soap and clean your face. It's more deep than that. Like, to be honest, like I said, it took me to detox to really learn that it's not only about the outside, it's in the inside what matters. Like, like if your inside is horrible, how to whack, this whole thing is like, you're gonna break out. You're gonna have acne. You're gonna have all these problems, not energy for anything, and just like feeling sluggish. Like I hated it, to be honest.
wow.
So, you weren't diagnosed then with any type of depression, really. It was just you,
Right.
um, willing to just stay indoors and, be inside yourself.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that, so listen, I know you'd be like, damn, why you get on me? Well, but Sandra, like, did it like make you feel a little worse though? Like, why you just in the house more than out and seeing your friends that saying they having so much fun and doing so much? You like, I want to go, but no.
I mean, it did, but to be honest, like I would stay in, but I will not see nobody, and I would just like, to be honest, just work. Like any free time I have, just work. Like, because beside my wellness business, I have my travel agency business, and I also do Uber Eats on the side. So Uber Eats, I can do it whenever, and I just used to be focused on my money. To be honest, like that was my best therapy. To be honest, through
No,
this
your
whole thing.
coping mechanism then. So you
Yeah.
just kept
Right.
yourself busy while you were doing all that. Believe it or not, a lot of people do that. They get into their work, they do this, they do everything as opposed to dealing with the problem that they have to deal with at hand. And there's nothing better when you're fighting depression than making money. And you
Exactly.
can always basically justify it. Well, I got this, I have that, but you're not
Mhm.
dealing with the core issue. And I always go back to the core issue because at some point in time, that core issue is going to catch up to you. Whether you're in a relationship, business, your business, that, and the third, if you don't deal with the issue, with the problem, it will catch up to you in some form or fashion. That's my old head wisdom for the day, phrase.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you shade yours off. I see you shade yours off. I just say, okay.
Yeah, man. I had to get the
I
young
go
head.
by out. I go by out. So okay. Nah, I would say the same thing because I would say as growing up, I was smaller. So when I got bigger, it's like what I do now. Like everybody kept saying what you can't do. If somebody they have a really thing like to help you depressed thing, like you say you stay in the house. Me, I stayed outside. But see, I was always smaller. So when I got bigger, it was different. It was like a different reaction that people give you. Like some people like, oh, that's why I got a little muscular. And now it's like I don't have like you say I get more weight. No, I get bigger. The bigger I get more intimidated. And I seen that. But at the same time, I was kind of depressed because I want to be in better shape. I wanted to do better things. I wanted to be able to run longer distances, but I couldn't. So I tell you, like, when you're a certain size, I say certain size, like, you're healthy. Some people, like, I was my weight, I'm healthy. Just so it's weird, but it's kind of crazy. But because I took care of my body when I was younger. Like George was saying earlier, you take your body when you're going older and younger, certain things you can avoid as you get older in the 40s. And that's how I say it helped me somewhat now.
Wait, hold up, Fred. Why you keep saying 40s? I'm still in the 40 game, baby. You know what I mean? I touched 50 yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm 46. I'll be 47 in February. I still got time in this 40 thing, man.
Okay, I give you that.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I give you that one.
Holla at your boy.
See,
Sorry, Fred, we apologize.
Get us right. So okay, I got a question for you. Okay, question for you. So, are you doing the products like? Are you exercising with it too, or just just using straight products? So are you just using straight products? Are you working out with the products? Are there any extra activity you doing to also enhance the product work productivity in your body, or like? Oh, the audio went a little bit. The audio went a little bit.
Is that better?
That's
Yeah,
better. Thank you. She didn't want to talk to us no more. That's
She's like,
what she was like, these dudes.
No, not even, guys. Not even. I'm sorry about that. I'm just like but no. Okay. No, so the first month that I took this product, I'm not gonna lie to you, because that month too, I went to Miami, and so I was eating out there like crazy. The first month I did not work out, and I lost 10 pounds just drinking this morning and night.
Oh, wow.
So the second month, I was like, if I give it like, like workout and this product, I'm gonna look fierce. Like I'm gonna look like, okay, hello, Meg the Stallion looking. So that gave me motivation to work out. Yes. So right now, at least I try to work out like at least an hour. I'm not gonna lie, at least like an hour a night.
How many days do you work out, and what do you do? Like, are you strength training? Are you doing cardiovascular work? What are you doing? Because like you said, it looks like you just fell into losing 10 pounds, and you was like, oh, if it's this easy, I might as well put something on it. You know what I mean? So
true.
What are you doing?
Well,
How many
because
days a week?
you're losing weight and you have to like toned up. So I feel like, if you lose weight and you toned up, you're gonna look amazing. Like it's like you're gonna be unstoppable. And I do everything in the gym. I try to do everything. That's one thing I take from my trainers, because I do also have a trainer.
Okay.
And with him, I do train like 5 days a week. At least in the mornings, like I try to train like for at least like with him for like 2 hours. But by myself training, like me working out, at least I work out like at nighttime, like 1 hour at least. I try to do everything in the treadmill, squats, weights, everything. And the goal is basically to like do everything in the gym, so your body doesn't get used to it. Basically, that's what they told me. Mm-hmm.
So is it 5 days a week, 3 days a week? What would you suggest?
Well,
What worked for you?
For me, to be honest, because it's like a therapy for me now. Like it's not, I don't see it as, oh my God, it's the gym. I see it as a therapy. Sometimes I'd be dancing salsa in the treadmill. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some people look at me like,
as long as you get it done.
Some people look at me like, what is she doing? Like she's having too much fun, and I'd be there 3 hours, and I already run like 3 miles. 4 miles like nothing, and it's just like time goes by flying, and it's just I just take it like the therapy. Me personally, I go 5 days a week. I try to go 5 days a week at least.
Now, have you still been able to train with COVID? Or are you just cut back on that? What kind of routines are you doing in your house?
I did come back with my trainer right now. Yeah, I did come back with my trainer because I'm focusing on working more. Right now, I'm focusing on saving more money, especially holidays are coming. I want to give my family a great Christmas. So I'm definitely like trying to save up for my money now, because you can't wait last minute.
That's
so I'm trying to work more, and just like I said, I'm just trying to do at least 1 hour a day at nighttime.
Cool. That's awesome.
The gym. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's a good commitment there.
Yeah, she's better than me, Frazier. I'm down to 2 days a week.
Oh.
More than time.
How many times do you guys work out?
Well, I work out. But see, COVID-19, I haven't really worked out as much. So I ain't gonna tell no story. I haven't worked out as much. I try to do work at home, work out a little bit at home, whatever. But before COVID, I was starting the gym. I go in the morning, I go late at night, and work out till 4 in the morning.
Right.
Nice.
And sleep like 4 hours of sleep, then wake up, start the day all over again, do the same thing over again. So I mean, it became like I say, I ain't go to the gym. I be doing crazy stuff.
It's a lot of dedication.
Exactly. I've been at 3 hours like it's nothing. Like you'd be like, how long you been in the gym? About 5 hours, man. No big deal. Like it's nothing. They be like, I can't go 1 hour, bro. Like really, my friend, he's younger than me, and I beat his behind in the gym. He's like, oh, you bigger than me. How are you doing all this? Bro, it's nothing. What are you talking about? It's nothing. So,
not me. I'm only getting it, man. Please, 2 days a week, baby. 30 minutes. Super set. In and out. Done. Okay? Trying to tell you, man. Working Smarter, not harder phrase. Okay, it's that.
Hey, I'm a big dude. You gotta work all this muscle out. You can't just let it hang,
Yeah,
man.
man, I'm with you. I'm with you. No rest for the weary, baby.
No, you gotta get it done.
Sen,
I mean, to
any
each his own. Yeah, it's really to each his own. Whatever makes you happy. That's what you gotta do in life. Whatever makes you
right.
happy. Go with your
Absolutely.
routine. Like, don't go with anybody's routine. How do you supposed to be in life? Your routine is better than anybody's.
That is true.
Absolutely. And as long as you get it done, that's all that matters. Sen, any last words for us?
Health is wealth, guys. So I hope everything in life. I wish you guys so many blessings, and I make you guys. God bless you guys always. And thank
Do
you
you
so
have a
much.
website that we can promote for you?
Oh yes, I have my website, my link tree, which is on my link on my bio on Instagram. So I'll definitely send you guys the website. It's linktree /Cyn Cartier.
Beautiful. Well,
Okay.
thanks for being on Real Talk. We would definitely love
Great.
to have you back with all the
Exactly.
progress that you're going through.
Thank you
And
so much.
keep staying positive for the younger generation. We definitely appreciate you.
Amen. Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming on.
Bye. Oh, too funny, Phrase.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
too funny, man.
yeah. It's rare that you have people too, like I said before, that are willing to give back and willing to be so transparent. You know, that's not easy. That's not easy for anybody to
No,
see that transformation. And she could have just really self-absorbed it. I did this for me, everybody else go get yours. But
exactly.
for her to be able to put her story out there to be a motivation to somebody else who's going through the exact same thing and paying that forward, that's what it's about in this
Exactly.
particular life.
Never
You know what
giving
I
up.
mean?
I mean, it's
You
a
know,
blessing to be that strong to like take it and like instead of taking it in a negative way and just giving up, you just take it in a positive way. And then once you get where you are, you come back and say, you know what? Let me help somebody else who's in the same situation I am. Let me help
yeah,
somebody else who can
yeah,
who gonna get you from my story. Let me tell my story to somebody else and see how it helps them. Get
yeah,
them out. Especially our younger generation is not like when you were growing up. They're not as strong as us. Any little thing gets them depressed. Any little thing puts them in a cabinet or a closet and they don't want to come out anymore. They're not open as we was when we were growing up. Like you can tell a kid now that, oh, you're ugly. They get depressed. And they go, I am? Really? I am? I mean,
yeah. But our kids actually, believe it or not, Phrase, learn a little bit faster too because they have the access to all the information that we didn't have as kids. So we kind of took our time and grew up. Whereas now they Google everything and learn everything when their immature minds aren't ready to deal with the stuff
exactly.
that they're looking at or seeing or talking about.
Exactly.
So it's just a different thing. It's just a different thing.
Somebody say, Mama, one of my friends, one teacher used to say us, you ask for, you go hungry for intelligence, knowledge and stuff. But what do you do when you get it?
Right.
I mean, are you ready to actually comprehend what all you taking in?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff you can learn, but are you going to influence? Are you going to use it? Are you going to apply it? And these kids now have so much technology at their hand. Back then, we had to go to the library and look for hours and hours for a book on something. They look a few minutes online and get it like that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's crazy. I mean, do you think they would be better off than us in that aspect when it been a Tesla because they have so much tools and that we didn't have back then?
Only if they know how to use it. Because there's so much information out there, believe it or not, that 90% of it is fluff. The biggest problem that our generation and my kids are going to have is the fact that they don't know how to decipher the information that they're seeing. In other
Exactly.
words, they don't know how to confirm or verify the information that they're seeing. So, for instance, if they go to a website and the website looks legit, they'll talk about it as it's legit. They're not like, well, hold on. What's the background story on the website? What's the background story on this story? You know, the
Exactly.
biggest problem that you're even seeing in this country right now is the fact that everybody believes what people are saying. They don't actually go back and check for themselves. It's the
Exactly.
same thing. Um, I just been like that from my life and being in real estate that you always just, okay, I agree, I understand, I see what you're saying, but let me go check for myself,
Exactly.
right? Because even in today's society, everything is jaded. News agencies have their own agenda, so they write their stories and say their stories the way that they want to say it. But the information that they're giving you, Where did they get that information from? Is it viable information? You
Exactly.
have to be able to get all that information for yourself before you can make an honest decision based on something. You see what I mean? Like, for
Exactly.
instance, I was watching something on YouTube. I know we've gone past our time, but I have to tell this story
No.
where, a lady was saying about COVID-19 and her father died because she believed the president and what COVID-19 was or was not. And my only response to her was, I'm sorry that you believed a man as
Exactly.
opposed to following the doctors that were telling you what this what this pandemic was and what it could do. And you lost. You lost your father because he had more faith in a man about what he thought about the drug than the doctors that were actually fighting this on the front line, you know? And that's
Exactly.
what I meant by confirm and verify. And in her life, she's never going to be able to squeeze her father again because, quote unquote, according to her, her father believed the president.
Exactly. I
I
mean,
never, not to cut you off, Rage, but I
no.
never knew the president had a degree, a doctor's degree. And when you have all your doctors telling you, hey, this is what it is and this is what it should be, you know,
Exactly.
like me, uh, you know, if I have to have open heart surgery, why would I go to the president to ask him, do I need to have open heart
Exactly.
surgery? My doctor said I need to have open heart surgery. But you telling me, oh, it's not that bad? Who do you believe and who do you trust, especially when your life is on the line?
Exactly. That's true. That is true, though. I mean, but us men, we gonna throw out check things before we go anywhere. You gonna check thousands of people before we go anywhere because we don't like doctors. Period. So I mean, on aspect, he probably say, you know what? If he says it's good, I'm gonna go with it. I mean, he took a chance on it. He gambled. He lost, and it's sad though that it get that drastic. That you have somebody have to die or something have to tragically happen in order for you to take something really serious. Like we got talking today about the same thing. Like we don't take things too seriously till it happens, to something drastic happen to us. We break a leg, or we go out and you hit in a car accident. Put your seatbelt on, and then you go get a car accident. You go through the windshield. Oh crap! I forgot to put the seatbelt. I should put the seatbelt on. I mean, people tell you this over and over again. It's safety this, safety that, and we all do the same thing. Like you said, we believe other people rather than people we should believe, who are the experts in it, who probably knows more about it than you. And
Yeah, I mean, look, I have clients all the time, Fraze, that come in. The only reason why they want to train with me is because now the doctor said, oh, the hypertension is serious. The cholesterol is too high. You got to drop 50 pounds. And every question that I have to them is, how did you let that get so far? Why
Exactly.
weren't you monitoring that for yourself? Why does your doctor have to tell you you're 50 pounds overweight? You're on the verge of stroke or heart attack before you pay attention to it. You mean to tell me that you lost track, or making the money was so important that you lost track of the one thing that you're going to need, which is your health? Okay. Because
Exactly.
quality of life, like I tell my son, and I keep using him as an example, but we've had the conversation, is
Yeah.
that's the one thing that's the equalizer. No matter how much money anybody has in this world, everybody can't buy the one thing that everybody has and looking for is time. When your
That is
time
true.
is up, your time is up. You got billionaires that will spend every dollar that they have to spend more time on this earth if that was the case. And a lot of them do. With all the treatments that you and I can't pay for,
They
they
get.
spend top dollar to get those treatments for time to spend more time on this earth.
That is true.
You know what I
That
mean?
is true. I mean, like you say, how you value quality of life. I mean, how do you value your life? I mean, some people they say I want to get insurance because I don't feel like paying extra $200 a month, or I don't want to pay the extra $10 a month. But then some draft happen, you got to go to the hospital to tell you, sorry, sir, we can't help you because you don't have insurance. If you want to pay for the surgery, it costs you $150,000. That's a deposit.
Yep.
And we need to have the other remaining $250,000 by the time we need to do the surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, huh?
Yeah.
And then you find out the guy next to you who got insurance, he only came out with what, $100 a copay? Like,
too funny.
yeah, $450,000. He only paid $100. He has
Right.
insurance. I mean, that's people don't understand. That's why I tell people like, that's why I say people are now learning the value of Obamacare and stuff like that, whatever. Because in fact, a lot of people never had insurance, so some people never got sick, and they don't realize that once you get older, you tend to the doctor a lot more than you do when you're younger, you know. And you said, no, I don't need insurance. I'm still young. I'm still this, I'm still whatever. Then that one day come, like you said, that one day come when you got to talk to the expert, and the expert now is going to charge you for some of your quality health over the years anyway of doing.
Yeah,
if you did what you say, work hard. I mean, work on your health, maintain it, monitor it, stuff like that. Then you can avoid a lot of costs, a lot of expenses,
a lot of headache, you know, because you put your body through it. But anyway, fans, we're done ranting and raving. This is George. This is George.
This is Frazier.
And this is Real Talk, and we look forward to talking to you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.